Welcome back, brothers and sisters of Christ. My name is Brianna, and I am back with another video. And for today's video, it is Christians are not perfect. So I don't know where this idea came from, but people have this idea that Christians are supposed to be perfect. And I'm just here to say we're Christians. We're not Christ. Like, we are not Christ, y'all. We are not perfect. The Bible didn't mention anyone that was perfect that I could find in passages. The only person, not even person, but being that was perfect is Jesus Christ to this day. So I don't know why people get this idea that Christians are supposed to be some type of perfect. So like, especially like when outsiders see a Christian, like they see you doing something wrong and they're looking like the first thing they'll say is, aren't you supposed to be a Christian? Aren't you a Christian? Yes, I am a Christian. Although I do still have emotions, okay? I do still struggle with certain things. And most importantly, we are all still learning. Y'all have to understand the Bible is huge, okay? There is much information in the Bible that we cannot obtain the first time around. So like, like you read a book and you probably read the book multiple times. And when you read it the second time, you notice something new that you didn't catch before. The third time, like the Bible is kind of like that. Like it is like that. Like you can read the Bible 10 times and I'm pretty sure you're going to discover something new every single time. Something that you didn't catch before that you caught this time, or maybe something that you didn't understand that you understand the 5th time around that you read it. But I've actually had that happen to me. I was in a situation where I was being provoked and I snapped out of emotions, and the first thing somebody said to me, aren't you supposed to be a Christian? Aren't you supposed to be changing your life? And it made me mad because it's just like, yes, I am. And I am still in the process of doing that. But that doesn't mean if I'm being provoked, I won't react. I'm not at that point yet. Some people may be, but I wasn't there. So, and some people will purposely provoke you. I've noticed that people will go out of their way to provoke you as a Christian because they want to prove something to themselves. They think that they're proving something, like you as an individual, you have not changed. You claim that you're a Christian, but you're still doing this and that. Or just to thinking they're proving something in general with Christians, like you're claiming to be a Christian, but basically that all Christians are the same. They're still of the world. They don't change. But becoming a Christian does not mean that you're automatically changing, that you automatically have changed. Like, it's literally a learning process. And some of these habits we literally have been doing all our lives, more than half of our lives. So it takes time to adjust and change. It takes so much repenting. It takes so much crying and forgiving yourselves and even thinking about giving up, like on your walk and your journey in general. Like, it's rough, but it's very much so worth it and rewarding in the end, y'all. But that's no excuse. Like, I'm not saying this as an excuse to purposely be lukewarm and to not change and, not do things. But, like, it's just common sense, because there's no such thing as a perfect person. Whether you're religious or not, we know there's no such thing. So why would anyone think that a Christian is supposed to be perfect? So when you see them doing something, you have to understand, like, okay, they're still human at the end of the day. Just because they're Christian doesn't mean that they're just this creature. We're not angels now, and even angels could sin. That's the thing. Even angels can sin, y'all, and get kicked out of heaven. Like, what makes y'all think humans on this earth is perfect? Like, we have to use our brains. But don't get me wrong, though. If I could be perfect for the Lord, I definitely will. But it's not an option. So at this point, I'm going to try my best to be as close as I can. And you will have people that will accuse you of trying to be perfect. I've noticed. They'll say, you think you're perfect, or you're trying to be perfect, which I never understood why that was like an insult. Like, what's wrong with trying to be perfect for the Lord? Like, I don't understand what's wrong with that, why that's a bad thing. You trying to be perfect for the Lord is not harming anyone, and it shouldn't offend or affect anyone because it has nothing to do with them. But I have heard people say that to me or about me. But we simply cannot be perfect, but there's nothing wrong with trying to be. Try your best, especially for God, the one who wakes us up every day and do all that he can in our life. Like, not all that he can, but do everything for us. Like, yeah, because people will try to be perfect for anybody else. Y'all trying to be perfect, for your mates, for your parents. You want to make your parents proud. You want to make your mate proud, your kids, your co-workers. You want to be the best employee you can be. Why are we not stepping for God like that? So yeah. So this message is for believers and unbelievers. So for unbelievers, you know, because a lot of unbelievers, they like tend to speak on a lot of stuff that they don't know regarding Christians. And for my believers, this is just a reminder that, you know, we are not perfect. And don't beat yourself up trying to be perfect. Do all that you can. Don't, you know, we just do all that we can. Because even the Lord knows that there's no such thing as that. As he mentioned in several scriptures, starting off with Romans chapter 3, verse 23. For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. Then we got James chapter 3, verse 2. We all stumble in many ways. Anyone who is never at fault in what they say is perfect, able to keep their whole body in check. We have 1 John chapter 1, verse 8. If we claim to be without sin, we deceive ourselves and the truth is not in us. We have 1 John chapter 1, verse 10. If we claim we have not sinned, we make him out to be a liar and his word is not in us. We have Romans chapter 3, verse 10. As it is written, there is no one righteous, not even one. And then we have Proverbs chapter 20, verse 9. Who can say, I have kept my heart pure? I am clean and without sin. None of us. So this is just to remind everybody, you know, that Christians are not perfect. And God knows that of us. He expects that of us. He knows. But he does expect us to change and repent and to be better and do better and progress, not remain stagnant. But he doesn't expect us to be perfect and without sin, as he said in these scriptures that I have mentioned. So that is all that I have for today, y'all. If this word is not for you, it's for somebody else. And remember, I'm telling y'all this because I love y'all. God bless.